after whatever ate all my tomatoes and I planted some more, I was like, screw this, I'm gonna go buy some. I'm going by the Mennonite place anyways. I'll stop and get some. And I called her and I was like, hey, they don't have any of that, so like, what else would you want? And she was kind of like, oh, hey, you make a decision. I was like, all right, well, how many do you want? And she's like, you make a decision. So I did, and I came home with 18 more of them. So and that's how we ended up with 35 tomato plants.
Nice.
She's like, are you serious? You got a whole flat of them? And I was like, yeah, it was like $15,
Right.
We're building a tomato hanger, if you want to call it that. I don't know what to call it. One of my buddies told me.
Like a miniature Quonset hut?
Yes.
It's a joke.
One of my buddies told me that people put tomatoes in buckets like this and hang them upside down, basically. So,
really?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's all I knew. I didn't know how they hung it or anything like that. So it's like, well, I could make something to do that.
Well, I think they usually do it outside.
It's fine. This is so we can do it throughout the winter.
Oh, I'm just messing with it.
Yeah, I know. I have tomato plants. I just didn't have time to actually put everything together. It would have been a lot more cool to see all the tomatoes hanging down.
Wait, so so somebody's listening to this on audio. Basically, you're suspending buckets in midair on a frame, and then you're going to grow tomatoes out of that. So what keeps the water from draining out the holes that the tomatoes are growing out of? Or do the tomatoes grow out the top of the bucket?
No, the tomatoes will come out the bottom right here.
So you got a hole in the bottom. What keeps the water from just like dripping down the plant?
Well, at least half the bucket will be filled with soil. And
for sure. Yeah.
So it'll soak up a lot, obviously. And then when it does come down, it's going to get caught on the plant. There might be a little bit of water coming out, but I don't think it's
the dog's water bowl is underneath.
No, so actually, my wife's mom is here, and she was looking at it and said something. I forget what she said, but she helped me come up with this idea. On the bottom here, I was like, oh, I could just put plywood or something across it, and then put other plants on here, so I'm not wasting so much space.
Right.
And then we're gonna change the light bulb to a UV light bulb, and in the meantime, I have other little ones that I can just put on there and aim towards the tomatoes, But so that'll save a lot of space.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can grow vegetables underneath there all winter.
So looking at this picture, is it a double-decker system?
No.
Okay, so they're
just wanted
up
to
on
be
the
able
top
to.
Layer.
Yep, I just wanted to be able to stand there and grab them.
Sure.
And not try to guess how far off the ground they're going to be. Dude, my dad's also here right now, and I was talking to him earlier. He was actually helping me. What was he helping me doing? Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. He was helping me pick weeds earlier. And we were just kind of talking. And I was like, dude, I am kind of worried. I don't sit here and worry or freak out, But when you look around, it's pretty easy to be like, hey, bad things are happening all over the world and could very easily happen here sooner or later, And I was just like, I kind of do think that all of us are going to wake up one day and then be like, why didn't I do more? Like, I saw the signs. Why didn't I buy extra food or learn how to plant a garden or something, Why? I don't know. Something to think about, I guess.